YouTube, what is happening? What is good, as they say? Where are you watching from? Where are you watching from? This is an impromptu live. This is going to go for a few minutes here. I have some huge guest announcements I'm going to be making on this live video. But let me know, where are you watching from? Where in the world are you watching from? And what are your guest suggestions? I love checking out your guest suggestions. And in fact, there are many lottery winners and others that I've interviewed on this podcast, on this channel, that originated from guest suggestions. So if you have any, comment below this video. Comment below this video. UK, yes. And I want to get to, first of all, some of these guest announcements, and then we're going to jump into this live chat and take some live questions. And I'm so excited. And here we go. We have someone from Las Vegas, Joy Slots. Hello. And they're in the UK, Chicagoland. Amazing. Hello, Mergen. Hello. So let's get to some of these announcements right here, right now. And I'm going to be playing a preview, a never before seen preview here momentarily for the next interview, which is actually coming out this Friday with lottery winner Sydney Bean, who is on TikTok actually. And she won, I believe it was $50,000, but her story is extraordinary. She had an article in the New York Times, and it just really turned her life on its head. So I cannot wait to share a quick preview of that with you momentarily. That's coming out this Friday. But if you haven't seen the interview I did recently with Neil Trotter, who won 107.9 pounds from Euro Millions, you're definitely going to check that out. You don't have to scroll too far in the feed to find that one. But one of the things I'm doing, obviously, on this channel, if you are new to it, is interviewing other lottery winners. It's one thing that happened to me way back in the day in 1999, and I find it very fulfilling, cathartic. Like, I love meeting and interviewing other winners. So that's one of the things I'm doing if you are new. But it's not just lottery winners. I've interviewed people, near-death experience survivors, people that have overcome the odds in various ways in life in their mindset, people that are very into manifestation as well. So if you're into any of these subjects, you're going to want to check out these interviews. But I have one coming up with someone that came across millions of dollars after being homeless. So it's not necessarily the lottery, but he came across millions after being homeless. He lived on the street. So it was very interesting, as well as an interview coming up with someone whose family won 165 million from Mega Millions on the East Coast, and plenty of others. There's one coming out with someone that won $1 million, and that person who is a former police officer. And he was featured on My Lottery Dream Home, if you're familiar with that show. But his story is incredible. He's very much also into manifestation for people that are into that. But let me know, where are you watching from? Where are you watching from? Great interview with Neil Trotter. Yes, thank you so much. Master Manifester Mindset. Awesome. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that. New York City, how I win the lottery. New York City, I love New York. Did you guys watch the interview with John Falcon, who won, I believe it was 45 million from the lotto in New York? That came out not too long ago, but you can scroll down and see that. But healing is possible. UK, yes. And I love that name as well. Amazing. Thank you for joining. Illinois, Barbara, hello in Illinois. Oh my gosh. And here we go. We're just learning this software here. And I see that the video froze up, but let's take a look at what's happening around the world here in the lottery, because I know there are people watching from all over the world. So let's get to this. If we can figure out this software, this is the beauty of the lives. It's unscripted. And we are learning this. So here we go. Mega Millions in the United States. For those of you that are in the United States, 91 million this coming Friday. So watch out for that. That's incredible. And yeah, but let me know, where are you watching from? Have you won? Here's a question. Have you won the lottery again after that big win? Admin Ganbari, thank you for your question. I have not won big after that win yet, but I also don't play very often, but I do know it's possible. I do know it's possible. Absolutely. The new setup is great. Tracy Albert. Thank you so much, Tracy. I'm glad that you enjoyed it. And Oklahoma. Amazing. Thank you. Oh, Neon the Phoenix. It's great to see you, Neon the Phoenix. Thank you guys so much. California, which reminds me, for people that aren't familiar, the Powerball, we were talking about this a lot last week. There was the second largest lottery in history, a massive, massive Powerball prize. I think it was 1.76 billion, right around there. And it was sold in California, but there are several huge, huge lottery wins in the state of California. What do you guys think about that? I actually interviewed the son of the person that owns the store that sold the ticket. And that video is one of the latest in my feed, but they actually got $1 million just for selling the ticket. What do you guys think about that? Watching from Niagara Falls, New York. Hello in New York. I love New York. Hello. Winnie's World. Same here. Good luck. Okay. San Diego. Did you pick your numbers or was it random? Life is green. First of all, I love San Diego. So thank you so much for your comment from San Diego. And for me, it was a quick pick, computer generated. So yeah, thank you for your question. South Carolina. Amazing. Timothy. I've rewatched the Neil Trotter interview and you edited something from the live premiere. Why? I'm not quite sure what you mean. What do you think was edited? Because I'm not quite sure what you mean about that. As far as I know, it was pretty similar or pretty identical, but I'd love to hear. I mean, that's what I think, but I'd love to hear if you can specify what you mean. Ever been to Virginia? Lucas 396. I have not. I don't think I've been to Virginia yet, but there's so many lottery winners in Virginia. So if you're one of them, or anybody watching this, wherever you are, including Virginia, let me know, because I'm going to start interviewing people on location, like outside of this studio as well. Like go to the lottery winners, and it's not just lottery winners that I'm interviewing on this channel, but there are several that obviously I am. So yeah, thank you for your question. Paris. Hello. Thank you so much for joining from Paris. In Paris, if you win the lottery, or in France at least, you can claim prizes anonymously. So that's pretty cool for people that want that right, because some places you cannot. Did Edwin Castro won by quick pick, or did he win with his own numbers? Lake Atman. So Edwin Castro is the largest. Well, he won the largest lottery jackpot prize ever, 2.04 billion. Many of you are familiar with that story. Was it a quick pick or was it his own numbers? I actually don't know the answer to that. Do you guys know? Let me know in the chat. Hi, Timothy. Do you have any quick advice? David G. I have advice all day long. What do you want advice about, David? What do you want advice about? Because I can definitely throw down some advice. How long did it take to get your money? Speaking from the purple couch. How long did it take? So I actually don't remember, but I know in the United States, at least, it usually takes, it depends on the size of the prize, first of all, but it usually just takes a few weeks. But it really depends on where you win and how much you win. Do more people you interviewed win via quick pick or own numbers? SPSK. That's a really good question. And I have actually, so the next interview that I have coming out this week on Friday actually won on a scratch ticket. So people win that way as well. But many people, of course, win both ways. More people do win on quick picks, be it more people play that way as well. So I play quick picks. How I win the lottery. Amazing. I do remember Manuel Franco won by quick pick. Lake Atman. Are you guys familiar with Manuel Franco's story? Because I mean, I just know what's been in the media, what's been posted in the media, but his story is amazing. I would love to interview him on this podcast if he's available, when he's available. You know, it's incredible. And he actually, when he purchased the ticket, he went into this gas station and looked up at the security camera. he looked up at it and as if he knew that he was going to win. So there's a lot of speculation about that. It's a pretty interesting story. How much? But we would love to ask him his thoughts on that for sure. What type? What type of lottery should I start buying for a beginner? I'm new. Admin. Well, where do you live? Where do you live, first of all? And just generally speaking, my advice is to spend only what you can afford. Spend only and have fun with it. And and remember that you do have a chance, but it should be fun. It should be fun. That's my advice. Okay. Neil Trotter mentioned he's busy every day with banks and investments, and he suggested people to invest all at once. In post live, that part is missing. Neil Trotter mentioned he's busy every day with banks and investments, payments and rollover some investments. He suggests people to invest all at once in post live. So what do you mean by post live? Because I'm pretty sure that is in the interview. I don't know what you yeah, I'm not sure. But I do remember within the interview he did mention that he was very busy with investments and that sort of thing and paperwork. He did mention that, and I don't think that was edited out. I'm pretty sure that's in there. But thank you. I won midday Take Friday New York City today. Awesome. Well, congratulations to you. Edwin Castro won with a quick pick according to Paul Salazar. Well, Paul, thank you for your comment. Premiere live version is different. Oh, I see what you're saying. So you're saying that oftentimes with interviews, podcast interviews on this channel, they oftentimes premiere live with a live audience, and then they are available to stream after that. So you're saying that the premiere was different than the other version, but that is definitely not actually the case because they are identical. It's the same file. So that's not even possible, but it is. But I completely respect where you're coming from, and I appreciate your comment. But it should be the same. It should be the same. So how do you keep the assumptions process spicy? Assumptions process. How do you keep the assumptions process spicy? Well, you got to keep it hot. You got to keep it hot, the assumptions process. So I think you're talking about manifestation. And for people that are into that, then, I think from the scientists that I've interviewed on that topic on this channel, and the spiritualists and the scientists and the people that are very into that I have met and interviewed on this channel, I would say that feeling it, being in that situation is how people keep it fresh. Love you from Iran. Love you from Iran. I want to win. Well, thank you so much for joining from Iran. Thank you so much. I hope you are well. Greetings from Belgium, Timothy. Big fan of this channel. Keep it up. Amazing. Thank you so much. It's great to see you. Thank you so much. And that reminds me, there is an interview coming out on this channel with someone from Belgium that used to be homeless and didn't win, but came across this inheritance while this person was homeless and came across millions. It's amazing. Think of that. Think of the two perspectives, the perspective of living a life being homeless to the perspective of suddenly coming across an inheritance of millions. I mean, that would be amazing. And that person, okay. All right. What is the biggest mistake persons do when winning big money? Thomas, Tiger, Thomas, the biggest mistakes people win. Well, that's really generalizing because I think everybody is completely different. I think, one thing that can happen for some people, I would say, is if you think it's just going to last forever, you don't spend responsibly or invest or have financial advisors or know that you have to live within a budget, whether you win 100 million, 800 million, 1 million, 500,000. I mean, you still have a budget. It just varies. It really varies. So I'm just generalizing saying that maybe, but I think it's mostly positive for a lot of people. And that's one thing that is not reported upon a lot of times, but from my experience and a lot of people I've met and interviewed and continue to interview, I would say it's overwhelmingly positive for most people, but everybody is different. And it's not a black or white situation. It's really, really not. It's not a black or white. It's not a blessing or a curse. It's not one or the other. Like everything is, it's not that simple. There can be both. Now multimillionaire. Awesome. Thank you well. Congratulations to you is what I should be saying. And get ready to come on to this podcast. We want to hear from you. We want to interview you. All right. I had a hunch about the Play 3 here in Georgia. I play it for a few days, and on the day I didn't play it, came out. This is the third time this happened to me. Wow. Kitty lickable. Kitty likable, lickable. Kitty. That is, oh my gosh. If that happened to me, that would be, I'm sorry, first of all, well, I don't know if I should even be saying I'm sorry, but the fact that you had this hunch and this intuition and it came out, I mean, maybe you should be listening to your hunch. What do you think? What do you guys think about that? And oh my gosh, here's a Neon the Phoenix with a $1 super. Neon the Phoenix, thank you very much. You are too kind. You are too kind. I really, really appreciate it. This channel, it just hit 70,000 subscribers just a few days ago, and it continues to go up, but I'm just incredibly, incredibly grateful for all of the support that everyone is showing. It's like, it means the world to me. This is a dream come true. And the fact that you feel strongly enough about what I'm doing here to support it and to donate a super, I mean, it just means the world. Thank you, Neon the Phoenix. Thank you so much. I used to see the lottery as unattainable, but I just won $100 last weekend from a scratch off. Your channel helped me become comfortable with winning money and lottery in general. It's so fun. Katya Katz. Wow. Well, congratulations, Katya. Thank you for your comment, your thoughtful comment, and congratulations on winning 100. That's amazing. Congratulations to you. Thanks for sharing that. Study the Silva method for help with manifestation. Tastic. Thank you for your comment. Yes, the Silva method is a popular method with manifestation, and some people are familiar with that. I interviewed someone that was very into the Silva method recently. I've interviewed a couple people actually, and it is interesting. Did you make any significant purchases right after you won that you later regretted? There's one that I made. Yes, I purchased this. So I think I talked about this like a year or two ago, but I am a terrible, terrible golfer, but I assumed that if I went out and bought these golf clubs worth thousands of dollars, that I could go out to the golf course and like with clubs that the pros play with and go out and just be amazing. And that's not the case. It went like sideways 20 feet. It was actually, it was hazardous. I mean, I felt bad for anybody that was playing around me because it's dangerous. Like I was terrible. I was worse with the expensive clubs. So that's one thing I regret. The study. Okay. Any thoughts on getting a math whiz that can help explain how California wins? Not just that their population is bigger, because that doesn't make sense when you compare California population versus 49 others. Well, that's interesting. I would love to get a mathematician on this podcast. And there are some people that are on our radar behind the scenes that we are going to be inviting onto this show. So I definitely want to get someone on here and would love to talk to somebody about that. So yes, thank you for the suggestion. If you guys have any suggestions, guest suggestions, let me know in this live chat or in the comments below this video, because I love checking out your comments. Always listen to your inner voice. I completely agree with that. I completely agree on that. Congrats on 70K. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. That means the world. This is a labor of love. I'm just extremely grateful for 70,000 subscribers, and thank you so much for your support. Timothy, remember me. I will be on your show. Taisha McClem. Taisha, I absolutely will. So you heard it here first. So I want to get to, if I can pull this up. This is new software here. We are still experimenting with, still learning. This is the beauty of the live videos here, but I want to play a quick preview of this interview that's coming out this week. If I can get this to work correctly, we're going to see. We're about to see if this is going to work. If it does, it's the first time a video that gets over 32 million views. I don't even know.
Getting a video that large is like winning the lottery again.
How does winning the lottery compare to having a video that gets over 32 million views?
Getting a video that large is like winning the lottery again.
So I don't know if you guys heard that, but basically the next interview coming up on this podcast is with Sydney Bean, who is also a TikToker as well as a lottery winner. Her story is incredible. She won in Idaho on a scratch ticket, but it really turned her life on its head. And she made some videos about it on TikTok that went extremely viral, including one that got, as of the recording of the interview, it was well over 30 million views. So I got to ask her, what was it like having a video that viral and having this career that's successful on TikTok versus winning a lottery jackpot? And her answer was really intriguing. So watch for that coming this Friday. And here is a super sticker from That Highland Girl for $2.79. Amazing. Thank you. And that's amazing. Thank you very much. You are too kind. Thank you so much. That means so much. And I really, really appreciate your support. It just means the world. And for anybody that is not familiar, like where the super stickers and the support goes to, it goes to help pay for expenses behind the scenes. Not only does it personally mean the world to me, but there are expenses with licensing fees and editing help behind the scenes. And so it goes towards that. But regardless, just the fact that you feel strongly enough about what I'm doing to donate is very much appreciated. And I am just honored. So thank you very much. Okay. All right. So I'm going to try to get caught up in this chat. We're going to, yes, that video worked, Tim. Okay, good. Thank you so much for letting me know. I can't wait. World Walker. Amazing. World Walker. Thank you so much. What is this? Thomas Tiger. What are these numbers? Are these the numbers that are going to be coming out? Because this video, talking about videos going viral, this video will go extremely viral if they do. So The Secret by Rhonda Byrne helped me. I've been teaching its principles for over 20 years. Ty-tastic. Wow. Thank you for your comment. And The Secret, of course, is an extremely popular book and movie having to do with the law of attraction and manifestation and that sort of thing. I actually just interviewed someone recently. One of the next interviews coming out, not the next one, but one of the next ones is with a lottery winner that won $1 million, I believe, from Powerball. But his story, like, he's very much into the law of attraction. He strongly believes in The Secret. He follows it. He swears by it. And so I think you'll probably be very interested in that one. Do you have, okay, lottery can only, all right. Is it better to use, have you gotten any dreams of winning the lottery again since your last win? Dreams of winning the lottery. So that's a really good question. And many people are familiar with my story that I did have a very vivid, felt very real dream about winning before it happened in real life that convinced me that it was going to happen. And so you're asking, have I had any since then? And the answer is yes, but I haven't had one that felt like that. That's a different feeling to me. It was very, very real. It's one of those dreams where, and I've had several dreams throughout my life like this, not about the lottery, but about other things where I wake up and it's just so real that, like that. And I've talked about some of them on this channel, but I strongly believe in that sort of thing. And it's not about belief. It just happens. And it just happens. I think it's natural, and it does happen to some people. Timothy, have you thought about doing these interviews live instead of recording them? That's a good suggestion. Thank you so much. I would love to get someone here on this live. I would love to. Yeah. So I think it'd be something different. And I'm always trying to switch up with some new types of content. I'm going to be doing some on location interviews, as well as some man on the street stuff too. So watch out for that. Think and Grow Rich with Napoleon Hill has helped me manifest hundreds of things: money, wife, car, and healthy life from Las Vegas, Nevada. Thank you so much for your question, support, and for watching from Las Vegas. Yes, Think and Grow Rich. That's an extremely popular old school book by Napoleon Hill about manifestation and law of attraction, but many people swear by it. So thank you for your comment. And there were so many people actually talking about it on this channel that I did end up reading it. And so now I found it very interesting. Okay. Living me fam, the answer to that is yes. That would be awesome. Yeah, live interview. Okay. Well, thank you so much. Was there a winner of both Powerball and Mega Millions? I heard of people who won pick 3, 4 twice or scratch with state games, etc., etc. Lake Atman, was there a winner with both Powerball and Mega Millions? So, I mean, someone just won that massive Powerball prize a few weeks ago, and there are often winners with the smaller, with prizes that are $1 million right around there. But as far as the jackpot, it's growing. As of today, we pulled up the Mega Millions earlier, but as of today, the Powerball is up to 49 million already. So it goes up quickly. Okay. I manifest often, says Mr. Sandman. Hello, Tim. Happy Wednesday. Wish me luck in Lotto, Texas tonight. Stephen Laster, it's great to see you. Thank you so much for your support. And I wish you luck. Good luck at the Texas Lotto. It's amazing. I am a wealthy man, Mr. Sandman. Good luck, erratic. Can you win many times, or will you get banned from playing? Aaron Michael Asensio. That's a funny question. I know if you go to Las Vegas, obviously if you were to find a way to beat the house, then they're not going to put up with that. But the lottery, I've not heard of that. Thoughts on sudden wealth syndrome? Tony, thank you for the question. My thoughts on sudden wealth syndrome. I made a video about sudden wealth syndrome when I first started this channel. And if you do watch that, you could see that the production value and everything on this channel has changed quite a bit since then. But my thoughts, just keeping it brief, are that sudden wealth syndrome, in my opinion, is real. It's a psychological term for people that can affect some people if you come in, just like what it sounds like, if you come into sudden wealth. And it has to do with things such as even feeling guilt for having won because your peers and people around you don't necessarily have the same assets, or they didn't win, that sort of thing. So I think it's very real. I felt that it affected me back in the day for sure. And here is World Walker, $5 Super World Walker. Amazing. Walking in with the $5 Super World Walker. Thank you. Tim, can you give us some random advice about anything? Lottery, manifestation, relationships, life as a whole, just something you would like to say. World Walker, thank you so much for the generous super, and for your question and suggestion. Can you give any random advice? I mean, I could give random advice all day long. My advice is to view life. Your perception really, really matters. I think it's healthier to live life being an optimist, trying to, how you view the world really, really matters with your reality, because after all, your whole reality is how you perceive the world. And that is, I don't know. That's the beauty of these lives. That was not planned, but that's my random thoughts. But thank you very much for your generous super and for the comment. I really appreciate it. Have you asked winners if they won with their own numbers or if they want to random selection? How did it go for you? And I do ask them, of course, if they play those games. And I've interviewed people, I believe, that have won both ways, and people do win both ways. I manifest cash ball lottery tonight. Mr. Sandman. Man, it's Mr. Sandman. Okay. Have you considered interviewing sudden crypto millionaires? I follow it and could be very interesting and related to your channel. Folsom HODO. I will look into that. Thank you very much for the suggestion. I will definitely look into that. I mean, it sounds amazing. There are people, I found it very interesting, the people that have, because it's kind of like winning the lottery. Some people that invested in crypto and made millions, like millions from investing in crypto. It happens. It's happened to many people. And so it is sort of like the lottery. And I would love to interview some people on that topic. I will start my own YouTube channel when I win. Well, you don't have to win the lottery to start your own YouTube channel, nor to pursue your dreams. A lot of people wait for that. Like they're waiting for that, waiting for tomorrow. It's not about tomorrow. It's about now. Here's some random advice. Yesterday is history. Tomorrow is a mystery. And today is a gift. That's why they call it the present. Deep, deep thoughts. When you had the heat to heart with the higher power before you dreamed that you won, did you allow yourself to feel frustrated sometimes while manifesting? Well, Neon the Phoenix, back when I won the lottery, I wouldn't even consider, I didn't even know what the word manifesting meant. Now it's a very popular thing in our culture to talk about and to learn, but I certainly wasn't thinking anything about manifesting back then, like the word of it, like how you define it. But I did often visualize, I did often imagine, I did believe after that dream. So I guess that's true. A lot of people think that was manifestation. Congrats on the 70,000 subscribers. Carrie, thank you very much. Carrie, I really, really appreciate your kind words and support. Thank you very much. Hi, Timothy from Canada. Jose. Oh, hi, Timothy. Jose from Canada's. Can you say in French, Bonjour, Montreal. Bonjour, Montreal. Hello. Thank you so much. Thank you very much for joining. Thank you very much. I love Canada. I love it. I've interviewed a few people that have won lottery prizes in Canada, and I'm going to be interviewing more. Is it better to take the lump sum? Hilliard McDonald, thank you for your question. So a lot of people would say yes, most lottery winners do take the lump sum, because in the United States, you have the option of the lump sum or the annuity over a period of years. Most lottery winners do take the lump sum because you can make more on investing it, of course, than letting it sit in a very conservative low interest rate, which is what it usually is with the annuity. But I've interviewed people that have done both, and I know that there are some prominent people out there that say the annuity is better. So, I don't think it's a right or wrong situation. Everybody's different. Please send some lottery luck. Lenny C. I wish you so much luck, Lenny. Thank you so much. I have a YouTube channel on how I win the lottery. Amazing. Amazing. And that's what I was just trying to say a few minutes ago before I got off track a little with the cheesy yesterday's history, tomorrow's a mystery comment. But the truth is, you don't need to wait to win the lottery to pursue your dreams. Anything and everything is possible. You don't need to be a lottery winner to accomplish extraordinary things. Almost every single person, almost everybody on planet Earth that has ever achieved anything has not won the lottery. That has not stopped them from achieving the extraordinary. Anything and everything is possible. So I strongly believe that. And that's what I was going to say earlier before. I love your passion. Amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And I don't have tons of more time here today, but I'm going to take a couple more questions. I'm from Montreal too. Okay. Amazing. Hello. I will see you soon. You will interview me after my lottery jackpot win, Katina. I look forward to that. Email my team, Katina. Email my team. Lump sum. I can and I will. I am from Canada, no tax. And that's an amazing thing, Loyal. That's an amazing thing that in Canada, if you win the lottery, then there is no tax, because it's heavily taxed in the United States, but different locations, of course, depending on where you win, it's the rules are different. So Okay. Did you ever think about what life would be like if you didn't win? Congrats on the 70,000, Lucas. Lucas, thank you for your question. Thank you very much. The only time I've really thought about that is on this channel when people have asked me this very question. But normally I don't really think about that because it just has been my life and it's just kind of what I lived with. But theoretically, I would say if that hadn't happened, I still would have pursued a career in the entertainment industry, probably in news, journalism, broadcast news, because I love it. I'm passionate about it. And that's what I was doing before I won the lottery anyway. So when I did, I went and I continued to do that. It's just what I love to do. But probably the difference would be that I would have um, pursued something that was more profit driven with that intention, I would say, because I was all about trying to make money before that happened. Is it possible for me to win the lotto? Mikey Expert. Well, I mean, if you play, anyone, yeah, absolutely, anyone has a chance if you play. It's all about perspective. If you believe you have to win the lottery to live your dreams, it's not true. Still manifesting my lottery win though. World Walker, thank you for your comment, World Walker. Perspective is very important, I think. And any books on manifestation you recommend? Well, we've talked about a few of them in this live, so any of the ones that we've already mentioned for sure. If for people that are into that, which I know a lot of you are, and there was an interview coming up in this channel with someone that's very much into that. So watch for that. Dear Timothy, I'm grateful for your channel. Here in Hungary, all the winners are anonymous and very happy to see you a real winner and winners in your interviews. You give me hope. Congrats, Bettina. Bettina, thank you so much. I'm glad that you found hope and inspiration in this channel. That means a lot to me. Thank you very much, Bettina. And thank you for joining from Hungary as well. Thank you for joining from Hungary. Hello to Alaska. Alaskan Carbons, it's great to see you. Thank you so much. And okay. All right. Wish you all the best, Mikey Expert. Well, I wish you all the best as well, Mikey. So I do need to get going, guys, but let me know your guest suggestions below this video in the comments, because as I mentioned in the beginning of this live, sometimes that actually helps propel an actual interview on this channel. It has happened. I love checking out your guest suggestions. So if you have any, let me know. And there are so many interviews coming out on this channel with several lottery winners, people that have won, I mean, tons of different prizes all around the world. And I'm just, and also a near-death experience survivor, and also an astrologer that comes at it from the lottery perspective for people that are into that. I mean, it's interesting. Some people swear by astrology, how the stars are in the sky they believe can, dictate what is happening in life. So I wanted to ask someone about that, and I did. So watch for that. Can you interview psychics who won and are willing to share about it? Psychics who won. Aaron, I think that's yes. I guess the answer to that is yes, but I think that psychic is a term that is used by a lot of people. Just, you're psychic, you're this, you're that. A lot of people are psychic. I think there's different things, like in different ways. Many of you watching this, I'm sure, have thought about somebody and then they text you. If you thought about somebody and there they are, they pop up in your life, or they call you, or, that in a sense is arguably psychic. So it's, I think it's more natural than anything. And just because someone doesn't charge money for it doesn't mean that they don't have a strong intuition. I strongly believe in intuition. I really do. What advice can you give one person who came into money, regardless of how they received it, is how to split it into a new budget? What advice can you give to a person who comes into money, regardless of how they received it? My advice, well, it depends how much money you're talking about. And I'm not a financial advisor, so I want to preface that, like, that can really, really vary. But just generally speaking, my advice for someone that comes into money, let's say millions of dollars, or millions of pounds, millions of euros, millions of like a lot of money. not that less is not a lot of money, but my advice would be to invest it and to try to be smart about what you're doing with it. But some people just want to go out and spend it, and they live and let live. So everyone is different, I suppose. But that would be my advice, to try to be financially responsible. And a lot of people that win the lottery, for example, don't necessarily have the background. They're not accustomed to dealing with that kind of money. So that's another reason why I strongly encourage people to seek the help of financial advisors if they win a major prize. I think we're all psychic, just something we have not been trained to use our abilities. And that's why it's harder for us to trust or sense our innate intuition. Fatima, thank you for your comments. Thank you for your comments. Love in Michigan just started watching your channel yesterday. Amazing. SMX Remix 87. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the channel. That's amazing. And welcome in Michigan. There was a huge prize in Michigan that was won a few years ago by, as you are very well familiar, probably if you live in Michigan, from this group. But apparently, at that time anyway, you had to claim prizes publicly in the state of Michigan, but they were able to claim it on behalf of a club. I think it was Wolverine FLL Club, something like that. But an attorney actually claimed it. So he was the public face and everyone else was able to stay anonymous. So I am familiar with that story. Real estate best investment purchase, SBSK. Did the lottery team celebrate with you like cake or champagne? I don't remember that, but I do. I have seen pictures of some other lottery winners, especially in other countries, where some things have happened like that, but that didn't happen with me. Do you see angel numbers? Well, I saw 70,000 on my subscribers, so that's an angel number. That's what we're talking about. It's good to write down a winning plan if one wins. Well prepared, so to say. Yeah, I think having a plan, no matter what you're doing in life is important. It can be important. Do you, Timothy, bake me a cake when I win? I will do that, Neon the Phoenix. I will bake you a cake, and then we will eat it together on the podcast. So, all right. So I do need to get going. Plan patty cake. Okay. Where is this chat going? This is what happens when we do impromptu lives. Plan ahead on winning. Have you heard of the method called lottery defeated? Mills Lane. I have not heard of that method. But I love your name. I'm a huge MMA boxing fan, and there used to be a very famous referee named Mills Lane. If that's you, email my team. We want to hear from you. Okay. What happens if you choose the annuity and lottery goes bankrupt and can't pay? Well, I have not heard of that happening, but that's a really good question. But I really think they're in very conservative, secure, low interest bonds. So I don't think that, at least if we're talking about the United States, this chat is going to win. Where's that? There we go. This chat is going to win. Absolutely. This chat is going to win. I mean, anything and everything's possible. Do you still have millions? Also, what was take home after taxes and everything? Captain Hook, thank you for your question. So the answer to that is, there's some things I can't talk about, but I absolutely can't complain. I cannot complain. And the taxes, I can say, were very, very hefty, but I never felt like anything but gratitude, really. So I just feel very fortunate. But you don't need to win the lottery to pursue your dreams nor achieve your dreams. That will be great if your subscribers won. That would be amazing. How I win the lottery, it would be amazing if my subscribers won. And it is possible. What do you recommend if you can't stay anonymous? That Highland girl, 279 super. First of all, thank you very much for the generous super. Thank you very much. And what do I recommend if you can't stay anonymous? I recommend, well, it depends how much you win, but if you win hundreds of millions theoretically and you cannot stay anonymous, then I recommend going under the radar before you turn in the ticket. So there are different ways of doing that, and that's what I would recommend doing. So that way you would do whatever needs to be done that's required publicly, and then you sort of go under the radar. And then after that, I recommend coming onto this podcast and talking to us, because of course we can keep you anonymous. We don't have to talk about certain things. We can keep information discreet. We can blur your face. We can disguise your voice and make you sound like Darth Vader. So that's what I recommend doing. We need prizes on this channel. Well, I can't. YouTube has policies. We're definitely not doing any sort of lottery on this channel because we don't want to get in any sort of trouble. You could start a Tim YouTube lottery. I'm sure there would be popular demand for that, but I definitely don't want to get in trouble, so I'm not going to do that. But thank you for the suggestion. I understand the desire. Can you? Okay, no anonymous Rockstar Lotto winner. Yes. Well, yeah. I mean, if you claim it anonymously, but you could still live like a rock star if you wanted to. Just depends who you are. All right. So I need to get going, guys, but wherever you are watching from in the world, thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. There is a new interview coming out this Friday that I'm extremely excited to share with you with Sydney Bean, who won the lottery in Idaho. So watch for that. There's several new interviews coming soon, but I just really appreciate your support wherever you are. Anything and everything is possible. It's very true. And yeah, just positive energy, blessings to you wherever you are in the world. Thank you guys so much for your support. I really appreciate it.